So The Man Upstairs is a really gripping psychological drama from 1958 starring Richard Attenborough. It also co-stars Bernard Lee and Donald Houston.
The plot. So what's it all about, mate?
And Attenborough plays this kind of psychologically ill, mentally sort of troubled young man who's been lodging in this boarding house for the last few weeks, and he's been causing a bit of ruckus, a bit of trouble with. He's an insomniac because he doesn't sleep, so he's up all night and he's stamping about his room. He's not happy. He's cold. He can't get the gas fired to work, etc., etc. So he ends up having a bit of a ruckus with one of his fellow lodgers, and he actually hurts him. And he phones the cops, and they send a couple of PCs over, and he ends up hurting one of them as well. Actually, quite seriously, he falls off the landing and hurts himself badly. So then they send in for the big guns, and Bernard Lee is one of the top coppers. Send him in, and he's a real boots and fists kind of character. He doesn't believe in this kind of mental health excuses, and he just thinks he's a thug and that he needs to be taken down. And he wants to do it his way, the physical way, just barge in and take. But they know he's got a gun, and the police also send for Donald Houston, who's a mental health worker, and he tries to kind of calm things down, tries to talk Richard Attenborough down, trying to get him to surrender, to come out quietly, peacefully, and so he won't hurt himself or anybody else. But it all kind of kicks off with the fire brigade and the army arriving on the scene, and this kind of escalates kind of Richard Attenborough's kind of paranoia, and his kind of threat levels go through the roof, and he's kind of reacting even more. But downstairs, you've also got his fellow lodgers who are kind of congregated in the landlady's front sitting room, and they're kind of antagonistic towards him, irritated by his kind of getting them up through the night and troubling them with all this kind of carry on at the beginning. But they do warm and soften to his situation, and they also kind of are against the kind of the aggressive kind of police kind of handling of the situation.
So what did you think, mate?
But this is a really great kind of little drama, psychological drama, terrifically acted by everybody in the cast, especially Attenborough is amazingly good, and Donald Houston is terrific also. So it's really great because you don't really know which direction the film's going in, and even though it's very theatrical, feels quite constricted like a play. It's never slow or too slow or dull. It's really gripping watch all the way through, and brilliantly acted, brilliant characters as well. Really interesting little side characters in the whole story. Yeah, terrific little movie. Check it out if you've never heard of it before. I've never seen this or heard of it before. It's a great little movie.